What do you think about this turnout? This is a pretty impressive thing for a show that's kind of disappeared for a long time.
That's true. Everyone, most of the kids love Masters of the Universe. So the show's been being consumed like crazy since it dropped like less than 24 hours ago. When we announced this, it sold so quickly. Like we had 2 sold out days and stuff. And we did it on the talk system, so the reservations are spread out. Normally back in the day we used to do signings. We would just be like, signing starts at 10 and 1,000 people would show up or whatever, 400 to 1,000. Now, you know, everyone comes when they're supposed to be there, so nobody's waiting outside in the heat or something. So it was lovely. Everyone came in, took pictures with me, Jay, who does Stinkor's voice, Griffin Newman, who plays Orko. And then, you know, if they brought kids, the kids got to walk away with like a free Masters of the Universe toy. So it was lovely. Oddly enough, it's a comic book store, but like you don't get a lot of kids in a comic book store. So having all the kids come through today was kind of sweet.
That's what I noticed. There's older people.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I saw a little baby in a carrot.
Yeah, we did. We had families, you know, people bringing their kids, which is always adorable. And good for us because, you know, you get those kids hooked while they're young. We can have them all their lives, man, until they're adults. They'll be coming back to this place.
Now, when I was a little bit younger, Masters Universe was kind of chunky.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I watched it in like when it first started airing in 1983, and I would like make fun of it because like as much as I loved Skeletor and he looked badass, you know, it was a show for kids. Like they didn't punch each other, they didn't stab each other. It wasn't even like G.I. Joe where they'd shoot at each other and then jump out of a plane in a parachute. So, you know, you had a guy with a sword, never got to use it. So I would sit there and kind of like make fun of it. And years later, it was almost like Mattel Television was like, well, what would you do? And I was like, all right, let's do this.
And from what I've heard, it's a very different, similar character, same characters, but very different look.
The look is pretty much the same, just better. You know, looks better animation, but the designs are the exact same, and the show plays the exact same way. All the relationships are the same. The only difference is in our version, they can stab each other. People can die, and there are a bunch of deaths. So it's, you know, for lack of a better description, grown up a little bit.
Do you think that the fans who were fans of it before now will still be friends?
Based on my Twitter timeline, yes. I've got a series of people going like, you brought back my childhood, thank you, stuff like that. So those were the people that we were going after. That was our core audience. And then we were kind of thinking like, well, the way I watch Marvel movies, I drag everyone I love into it. Like make my kid watch, my wife watch. So I was like, whoever loves MOTU, Masters of the Universe, they're going to drag family into it as well. So we have to make something that everyone can be entertained by, even if they don't go deep on the mythology or something. And it feels like that's working.
And do you have a little thing at the end where He-Man comes out and tells you
the morality tale?
Morality tale?
We might have to, not in the first 5. We end with a cliffhanger on episode 5 that is the opposite of morality tale. But by the end of 10, there could be something.